Start recording. Right, okay, so I've got a sound that I want to play when an enemy blows up. It's called Blasty, so I'm going to go to the enemy that I want to do this for. Automatically, when the health goes, these enemies are killed. So what I want to do is trigger some code when a specific enemy is killed. So I'm in my boxy enemy, and then I'm in the constructor bit, which is the bit that's got the same name. And I'm just going to set up a funeral callback. Just like when you've done an update one and a collision one. And I'm going to say, I'm going to call it death. It's gone red because it doesn't exist. So I'm going to create it. Generate method. So in here, I am going to play my sound. So I'm going to say gm.audiomanager.play effect, which I've now forgot what it was called. So let me just flip. Blasty, that was it. Yeah, I've just remembered. So I'm going to play Blasty. So let's just try that. So that's the place where we can do something when it blows up. That's my great sound going on there. Oh, I should have edited the script. Right, so now they're blowing up. Nice sound. What I want to do is an effect. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to turn a timer on. Okay. Oh, can I do it that way? Yeah, I'm going to create a timer. So I'm going to say dead equals false. So I'll say I haven't died actually because I'm going to do something else. And then I'm going to create a timer. So I'm going to say gm.event manager.delay call, and I'm going to do it for, I don't know, half a second. I'll have to try that. And I'm going to call it remove me. So I'm going to, after half a second, run a subroutine which doesn't exist. So I'm going to say control full stop on it, and I'm going to say generate method. So it creates this. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to say engine manager.remove sprite, and I'm going to remove this sprite. Okay, but what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to start the sprite spinning. So there is rotation velocity, which I haven't shown you, and I'm going to set that to 360 degrees per second. So when I shoot something, it's going to start spinning, and then hopefully in half a second it's going to disappear. So I've got waveframes to come on. Should have edited the script to tell them to come on straight away, but I didn't. Right, they'll be on in a sec. 2 seconds. 1 second. Right. So when I shoot one, spins a little bit. But what I also want to do, I shot it again, and it made an explosion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say collision active equals false, which means it can't be involved in collisions. It just becomes a graphic on the screen. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make it get bigger as it explodes. So I can say scale velocity. And this is a two-dimensional. I can scale in just the X direction, so I can make it go, you know, like sometimes on games, things explode and they go really wide and shrink. So you can mess about with things like that. So you can make them go wide and shrink, but I'm just going to make it get bigger. So if you put 1 and 1, we'll see what the effect of that is. So that increases the scale over time. I'm only doing it for half a second, so let's just, I'm going to edit that script, put them on straight away. Hang on, wave data, you're coming on after 1 second, so I can shoot you straight away. Right, so let's just get into this and shoot one straight away. You see how it's scaled? Got bigger. So I can mess about with that a little bit. I might want that to get bigger quicker. Oh, not that big. So that's 200%. But I'm going to let it stay on screen for less time. I'm going to make it scale quicker, and I'm going to make it spin quicker. So I'm going to spin it at 1080, 3 revolutions a second. Which looks a little bit better. So that's one way you can do like an explosion effect, okay, in the funeral. But what I'm going to show you next on the next video is how to generate another sprite at the same time. Okay, so like an explosion sprite, and there are some on those sprite sheets. So let me just stop that.